We're joined by Gray Gaulding, driver of the Krispy Kreme Donuts Toyota, winner of tonight's Casino Arizona 50 NASCAR K&N Pro Series West event. Gray, tell us about your race. It's an exciting one to get your first win.
Yes, sir, it is. It's very exciting. We came in tonight. We had a really good car in practice and missed a little bit in qualifying, but we knew our car would race good. And, we were just buying time there early in the race, racing with the 97, racing with the 21, which was a blast. And then we finally got that caution. I got, a decent restart. And I just started reeling him in. Lap cars helped me out a little bit. And I guess he just started mirror watching. And as soon as he started mirror watching, I was closing and closing and closing. And I knew right in the back of my head that it was time to win, and this is my shot. And unfortunately, I just barely touched him. But at this track, it's all it takes is a touch, and you're going around. So it's a last lap. We both didn't have nothing to lose. We're both from the east side, so I'm super happy. I can't thank enough Krispy Kreme Donuts, True Moo Chocolate Milk, Toyota. What a great night, and all the fans, and NASCAR Next. This is a dream come true for me.
Very good. We'll open it up to questions at this point. Stan, you want to start us off?
Sure. Stan Creekmore with RPMtonight.com. So the last lap, all right? Mm-hmm. You're out there smoking the tires to celebrate the victory. Did you know that the other team wanted to get at you and have a last lap with you?
Yeah, probably. I mean, I knew that what I needed to do the last lap, and I was closing and closing and closing, and I had to take advantage of it, no doubt about it. But, a few guys came over to me and said a few words, but, hey, it just goes in one ear, not the other. But I'm happy to be in victory lane. I know how hard we've worked. My whole team, I can't thank them enough. All my sponsors. I hate having to take somebody out, but as close as it was and as fast as we were, it was it was a huge battle, and I knew I needed to take advantage of it. But what a great night to end our season off. This is our last race of the year, and we've had some bad luck on the east side, and was leading at Bakersfield the last race, and unfortunately we were right front tire. So great way to win something. And we've come a long way, and I can't thank my family and everybody that's done a ton for me.
Next question, Chris.
Chris Knight.
Chris Knight, catchfence.com. Are you going to talk to Cole at all? Are you going to talk to him about what happened?
I'm up for it. He's probably going to be not very happy with me, but I'm willing to talk. It's just me and him out there on the racetrack. I don't want to have to get all the pit crew guys and stuff like that involved. If me and him talk, absolutely. But at the end of the day, it was a last lap move. And I had to get aggressive, and I knew it was the right time to do it. And unfortunately, he got spun. But at the end of the day, I'm in victory lane. But I hate having to do that to somebody. But I knew I had to do what I needed to do.
What prompted you guys to make the move after the K&N and run some West races like you guys have? I think you guys run the last two. You guys ran at Phoenix earlier in the year. Was it more to get experience, or did you feel like that you could come over and have a shot with some of the competition in the West Series?
I think. The main thing was experience, logging laps all year. We've led a lot of laps, run up front, top fives, top tens, and we couldn't just capitalize on that victory. Richmond we were dominating and unfortunately got wrecked. Pensacola we finished second and almost won. But a lot of hard work's winning all year, and especially this one. The spring helped us out a little bit because we started off a little bit too low on air pressure, and we got a ton of cautions, in which today was the opposite. We didn't get but 2-3 cautions, so we learned a lot from the spring, and I'm a more experienced driver, and I knew what my car needed to be, with me driving in the corners, what I was feeling in my butt and in the seat during practice. So what a great job my crew chief did, Doug Howe, to get me a great car and a great car for the end, in which that was the main thing, was you got to be good at the end, and I had to reel him in from a straightaway, and that's probably the hardest I've ever drove. When I got out of the car, my hands were shaking. So what a good night, though.
Next question. We'll go back to Stan, and then we'll go up here to Dustin.
Go ahead and take Dustin first.
Dustin, go ahead then. Right behind you.
Dustin Long, Motor Racing Network. Gray, people will Monday morning quarterback the last lap and what happened between the two. And certainly a question Cole had was, why couldn't he gotten by me cleanly? Can you kind of talk about the conditions, what happened, and explain, I guess, answer the question from your perspective, that Cole would have or anybody would have is why there was contact, why couldn't it have been done cleanly?
Well, I tried. I mean, I did everything I could, but he kept, he tried pinching me the last corner, and I knew what I needed to do. But like I said, I hate having to win one like that. But when it's right on the tip of your tongue, you just got to go sometimes and just take it. But Cole did a great job all night, and like I said, I've known Cole for a long time, him and his father, and I hate to have to do that. But like I said, when it's that close, and be honest with you, if I was in the same seat, I'd probably be a little bit upset. But at the end of the day, it's a last lap, last corner, and the checker flag is 200 feet away, so you got to get after it. But I think me and him did a great job all night. Unfortunately, it had to end like that. But I'm just so excited that I'm in victory lane.
Follow up. Go ahead, Dustin.
And it's interesting that you talk about you feel like you had to do that, and certainly we've seen in other series where guys hit each other on the last lap. So this is obviously nothing new. This is just accepted. I mean, because there is that question sometimes, the debate that takes place in the Cup garage is. The saying is it's hard to pass somebody for the win, but it's easy to knock them out of the way.
Right.
Do you understand that? I mean, why? I guess why is it acceptable, or is it just, hey, it's done everywhere else, so why not here too?
Well, on the last lap, my intentions wasn't really to take him out. I went in the corner to kind of like move past him, but at this track, as free as, with all the speedy dry, and his line I started following his line. He has a higher arc, and when he was in that corner, a lot of speedy dry was still up there. So as soon as I touched him, he was around. So, I mean, and I really didn't even hit him that hard, but a hit's a hit, and everybody's going to look at it. He wrecked him for the win. But at the end of the day, I was going for the move, kind of the bump and run. But at this track and the speeds we're running, there is no bump and run. The bump and runs is going to lead into a wreck. So, but we had a good car all night. We knew we needed to catch him, and unfortunately that happened. But I started following his line, and I reeled him in, and that's what happened on the last lap. But at the end of the day, we'll be able to look back on it and, say what a fun ride. But at the end of the day, he still had a straightaway lead.
Hey, we'll go back to Stan.
I just want to follow up. I've been listening to your voice. I don't think you're from North Carolina, which is the home of Krispy Kreme, but I also can't place you in California. So that's my first question.
Okay.
The second question is about something you said about feeling what the car was doing in your butt.
Yes.
One of the things that Dale Earnhardt Sr. used to talk about to some of us, okay, is that he best knew what a car was doing by what the car told his butt.
Right. I totally agree with that. It's funny that you say that, and I've looked up to guys like Dale Earnhardt, and that comment kind of came from him. But ever since I was a young kid, starting in Bandoleros, it's so hard to explain because I've been able to race motorcycles, and the motorcycles taught me the throttle control, and I've converted that over to my foot instead of my hand. And it's just you just drive, basically like the movie Top Gun. He flies by the seat of his pants, and sometimes that's the way I drive, and that's how I just get the feeling, and that's how I know what I want in the car. If I feel it rolling over, it's just something I've been able to feel, and that's the ability that I've been given. But I'm very thankful for that, and I'm really happy that I have a crew chief, that relates to me and knows that I'm feeling, because we have that relationship, that chemistry, and I think that's what's so important is having that chemistry and knowing your crew chief like your brother. So, great match with me and him. He's been able to give me good cars all year, and I'm so happy to finally finish it off.
So where are you really from?
I'm originally from Colonial Heights, Virginia.
Oh, okay, well that's close.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
I
Yeah.
used to live in Virginia Beach.
Oh, nice. Yeah, we used to go there all the time.
So how'd you make the connection with Krispy Kreme?
We actually made a connection with Krispy Kreme when I got signed by Kevin Harvick when I was 12 years old. He had a great relationship, and actually we met through Victory Junction. I was doing an appearance at Victory Junction, and every Tuesday night Krispy Kreme would go, and they actually have a booth there. They sell all the donuts there. Well, they give all the donuts to all the young kids and stuff. So it's really cool, and I was able to meet the CMO, Dwayne Chambers, and John Ward. John Ward was actually the first one we met. But it's so important to be able to come family friends with my sponsor, Krispy Kreme. We've come so close with Dwayne Chambers, Jim Morgan, which he's the CEO, Dwayne Chambers, he's the CMO. You know, we're like family, and that's what's all about Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme's mission statement is to touch and enhance lives to the joy that is Krispy Kreme. So we try to do that each and every time we go to the racetrack, and I'm very thankful to have them. And also this year we brought on True Moo chocolate milk. I mean, what goes better than donuts and milk? So you know, it's just been a great year, and I'm so happy to end it off with a win, especially for my sponsors as well.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions? Chris?
I'll follow up. There's been a lot of chatter about your 2014 plans. Can you elaborate anything? I know you don't want to talk about some of the plans, but can you elaborate on some of them?
Yes, sir. Our plans are we're going to run full K&N East. We're going to go after the championship, and we're actually going to run, right now as it stands, 9 truck races. Hopefully they change that deal to Gateway, you know, because we can only run 1.1, but it's 1.3. So right now we'll be able to run 9 truck races. We haven't announced our deal yet, but we're planning on doing that in the next few weeks. Really excited to start off our deal, and I'm ready for 2014. As soon as I get home, I'm going to be training and training on my go-kart, getting in the gym, and doing all my appearances. I'm ready to go for the Camping World Truck Series next year.
Any more questions of Gray? Gray, again, congratulations
Thank you,
on your
guys.
win
Appreciate
tonight.
it. Thank you all for what y'all do for us. Thank you. Yes, sir.
Don't forget your trophy.
Oh, yeah, I might need that.